Sunjin got furious when he heard that Woobin had spent the night with his sister. Realizing that he was angry, Woobin laughed and told him that he was joking and that Sunjin's sister had left at midnight. He also added that she was not his type and that he definitely liked spicy women. Sunjin told him not to try it as he turned to the door to leave. Woobin jokingly told him that he hoped he would be an uncle soon since Sunjin and Minsu had spent the night together. Annoyed, Sunjin walked out. Minsu was waiting for the bus when she ran into one of her lecturers, who asked her if she had heard from Kim. Minsu told her she hadn't seen or heard from her in a while and asked if everything was okay. The lecturer told her that Kim had not shown up to class for weeks and no one had heard from her. She asked Minsu to talk to her if she saw her because Kim was a very smart student. Minsu promised she would try her best. On the bus, Minsu couldn't stop thinking about Kim and whether she was okay. She took out her phone and tried to call her, but realized that she was still blocked. She hoped Kim was okay and that nothing bad had happened to her, especially since things hadn't ended well between them. Minsu arrived at the office in a good mood and found Woobin waiting for her. Curiously, she asked what was going on. Woobin asked if she was okay and how her night was. Minsu, feeling shy, told him it was good. Woobin told her that he was happy they had fixed things and that she should be more patient with Sunjin, as he still had to figure things out about himself. Minsu smiled and mentioned that she was willing to do so as long as Sunjin didn't give up on them. As they stood there chatting, they heard someone outside demanding to see Woobin. She sounded angry. They both rushed out, only to find Sunjin's little sister, who didn't look happy. She moved closer to Woobin and told him that she was pissed at him for leaving her by herself in the house last night. Woobin tried to explain that he didn't want to get killed by her brother and that he would pay her back for helping him. She told him that she didn't want to be paid back. She only wanted to spend the night with him. Woobin reminded her that she was like a little sister to him. Minsu, feeling like she was invading a private conversation, laughed a bit. Sunjin's younger sister looked at her and asked who she was and why she was with Woobin. Before Minsu could reply, Woobin told her that she was Sunjin's girlfriend. The younger sister exclaimed in surprise and quickly grabbed Minsu's hand, telling her that she was very beautiful in person and that it was an honor to meet her. Minsu told her it was good to meet her as well. The younger sister introduced herself as Yuna and immediately asked Minsu to hang out with her. Minsu told her that she would like that, but she was working and that they should hang out some other time. She said so as she went into her office. Yuna followed her, standing there excitedly, and asked Minsu if she was coming to Sunjin's birthday on the weekend. Surprised, Minsu told her that she had no idea about it. Yuna quickly took out an invitation card from her handbag and gave it to her, saying she couldn't wait to see her. She smiled and walked out. Minsu looked at the invitation. She had no idea when Sunjin's birthday was and felt bad that she hadn't made the effort to know. That night, Sunjin arrived at Woobin's art studio. As he got out of the car, he noticed one of the guards appointed by his father to watch him standing a bit far away, watching him. He told him that he was there to meet his friend and that it was useless for him to keep following him. Woobin came out to meet Sunjin, telling him that he had been waiting for him. They both went inside, stood by the window, and watched the guard drive away. Sunjin turned to Woobin and thanked him. Woobin told him that he definitely needed to do something about this whole situation because he couldn't keep keeping his relationship a secret from his father. Sunjin told him he would find a way. He said so as he went into Minsu's office, where she was busy going through some files. Sunjin sat down and watched her work, thinking about how beautiful she looked. He took her hand and asked if she was okay. Minsu looked at him and asked why he hadn't told her about his birthday celebration that was happening that weekend. Sunjin told her that it was not important and that he had planned on spending his birthday with Minsu anyway. Curiously, he asked who had told her about the birthday. Minsu told him that his younger sister had passed by and given her the invitation. Minsu told him that his younger sister had passed by and given her the invitation. Sunjin told her that it wasn't really a big deal, that it was mostly family, and that he didn't even enjoy it that much. He just looked forward to spending time with her. Minsu smiled, realizing that she had been worried for nothing. Sunjin told her that he had missed her and couldn't stop thinking about her the whole day. Minsu, feeling shy, responded by telling him that she had missed him as well. Sunjin stood up from his chair, walked up to her, and pulled her from her chair. He held her by the waist and pulled her closer to him. Looking into her eyes, he told her that she had looked beautiful last night and that he wished he could have taken things further with her. Minsu couldn't stop smiling. The thoughts of her and Sunjin spending the night together wouldn't leave her mind. Just as Sunjin was about to kiss her, Woobin walked in. They quickly moved away from each other. Woobin told them that he wanted to close up as it was late. Sunjin, disappointed, asked him to give them more time. But Woobin refused, saying that he also had a life and that they should start paying him for risking his life to help them meet up. Sunjin looked at Minsu and told her that he was going to leave first. He kissed her forehead and walked out. Minsu stood there blushing. The next day, Minsu was worried about Kim. She wondered if something had happened to her. She suddenly remembered that Kim had once told her where she lived. Just to stop herself from worrying, she decided to go see her. Minsu walked through a fancy neighborhood, looking at the address on her phone as she tried to find Kim's house. Finally, she found it. It was a big mansion. She pressed the telecom, and the gate opened. She walked in and went to the house, where she rang the doorbell. A little boy opened the door, curiously asking who she was. Minsu told him that she was Kim's friend and asked if Kim was around. The little boy opened the door wider for Minsu and pointed upstairs, telling her that Kim was in her room. He directed her to where the room was. Minsu walked upstairs, knocked, but got no answer. The door was slightly open, so she walked in. She couldn't believe what she saw the moment she stepped inside. There were posters of Sunjin all over Kim's room, from when he was younger up until now. Minsu looked around in shock, realizing that Kim's crush ran much deeper than she had thought. A vision board was pasted on her closet, showing her plan to get with Sunjin. She had planned everything since she was 13, going to the same high school as him, attending a university close to his organization, and much more. Minsu realized that Kim was actually right when she once told her that her crush on Sunjin was more than just a crush. She had essentially been stalking him. As Minsu stood there, shocked, the door opened and Kim walked in. Angrily, she asked Minsu what she was doing in her room and told her to get out. Minsu looked at Kim, wondering what had happened to her. She didn't look like herself at all. Kim persisted, telling her to leave. Minsu asked if she was okay, mentioning that she hadn't been in school and that the lecturers were worried about her. Kim responded by saying that Minsu had no right to follow up on her life and that they were no longer friends. Minsu looked at her, not hurt, just sorry for her. It was obvious that whatever Kim was going through was much worse than she let on. Minsu told her that she shouldn't throw away her future because of a guy, that she was smart and had so much potential, and that she shouldn't let herself go to waste because of Sunjin. With tears in her eyes, Kim looked at Minsu and told her that she knew nothing. She confessed that all her life, Sunjin was all she ever thought about, that she even got surgery to be more beautiful, pleaded with her parents to send her to the same school he attended, and chose Seoul University just to be closer to him. Yet, he had never even looked her way. As soon as Minsu came along, he was head over heels for her, despite the fact that Kim had been around long before her. Curious, Minsu asked why she would go through all of that just for a guy, telling her that no person was worth such pain. Kim told her that she didn't understand what it was like to be labeled as the least beautiful and least useful person in her family. She explained that her sister got everything, even marrying a rich man, while her family constantly compared her to her sister. She said that Sunjin had been her only escape, her only hope, and she had been so close to getting him, until Minsu ruined everything.